Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, my darling MVPs. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Sell with me, Seriously, Baby, where you get the gist. As it they do waiting, as it they hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hot? So, guys, you know, right here on this channel, I do not waste time at all to bring the gist to your doorstep. So let's talk about what's happened during the game night with the housemates. So yes, the Big Brother All Stars housemate actually had a game night, which Neo, who is the game oracle, has been preparing for this since noon. Yes, he has been writing on piece of papers all since in the afternoon, So you should definitely know that the game should, worth it. And meanwhile, yes, they played the game. It was fun and subtle basbos was given. So we are here to discuss, the subtle basbos and then the, should I say rekindle? Yes, but let's just discuss one after the other. Make sure you watch this video till the very end so you don't miss any gist at all on everything that went down during the game night. Okay, so while the game start off, the housemates were playing the game in high spirits. With the first of they start off with them taking a cup of drink from the pot of how will I put it, concussion. Yes, let me say concussion, prepared by Adekunle. Yes, he was the co-host for today with for the game night with Neo. So the game actually now kicked off. For you know how they do their game thinking, the housemate they will do concentration. They did concentration, did other games. When it gets to your turn and you do not get it, you would have to answer a question. Then you pick a paper and then they would read out what happened and what is written on the paper, and then you would have to act accordingly or either take a shot. So the game have been going on. The housemates, actually obeying the key rules that comes with the game. But while that is happening, let's talk about the major events that happened during the game. So first off, the one I'm going to be talking about is that of Angel. So there was a part where Angel had to pick a paper and they asked her that she needs to apologize to someone whom she thinks she has offended. And yes, Angel did apologize to Seyi. Yes, she apologized to Seyi and said that, Seyi, I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier on, and Seyi was like, oh, and they ended up, hugging it off. And then the viewers were like, they are not having it. They were like, oh, Seyi has said what he said already. Now, see, this girl don't apologize. That is why we should not be in a haste, to say ill things or to spew, when we are, not happy or when we are not pleased with somebody. We should tend to hold our temper. Though, in as much as Angel has apologized, she already has this thing for Angel that she's quite disrespectful. Okay, then another one I'll be talking about is that of a Mercy. Mercy was asked to, mention one housemate and prophesize how much you love the person, and then Mercy mentioned Venita. So that of Mercy and Venita is giving like that of Angel and Seyi. But let me just say what Mercy said to Venita. Mercy just, gave all her eulogy to Venita, expressed her love to her, said she loved her so much and that she's happy. In fact, she said she's a smart girl, she's a smart lady, she's everything in one, and that she is happy to actually play this game yet again with her. Do not forget, in my previous video, I just discussed to you all how Venita was, saying some things about Mercy to Seyi. Now you're seeing it is giving the feelings is not kind of mutual in a way, So now people are like kind of worried that, oh, if Mercy gets outside of the house and then see what Venita has said about her to Seyi, that means those friendship will not, work again. Same thing just like that of Angel and what Venita said, yes, I'm right, Venita said to Seyi, the same thing like that of Angel and Seyi. People are like, Seyi had already said whatever he wanted to spew with kid wire. Now this girl don't apologize and you're hugging it off like nothing happened. Just like the same thing with that of Mercy and Venita. Mercy just eulogized her with so much love and praises, and then she was there doing Venita, she was just doing after you don't finish talk down on your friends to Seyi. I just hope Mercy person will not even hear that in the house, because it is possible Seyi might just tell somebody and somebody will tell somebody. You understand? But we are all in for that, right? Okay, let's see another one. Uriel. Okay, so it goes to Uriel turn, and it was actually Ilebaye that actually had to ask her a question. And then Ilebaye asked her, okay, no, it was Doyin that asked her this question. Doyin asked her, who is your least favorite housemate in the house? You know, and then she wanted to take a drink, and then Doyin was like, oh, that she does not want peace. She does not want peace. You know, that kind of a thing. And then she now dropped the cup and said, okay, I don't want to take a drink again. I would say it. She now said that her least favorite. She was not acting like she wanted to guess, like she was like doing somehow, and she now later said it's Princess. You know, that it's Princess, but that's her least favorite for now. For now, they were like, no, it's cool, it's okay. The people that knows why, like Neo, Princess herself, they know why this is happening. In fact, some of the housemates, like Sisi, you know, and others who might be observant would know why, you know, Uriel said what she said. And do not forget, Uriel have been looking for ways to come for Princess. I told you guys about the gist. You know me, I know the waste time at all. I told you guys about the gist on what she said in her diary session today about Princess, that she's waiting to get tipsy so that she would air her mind. So actually, she had actually taken a step, you know, to actually say a bit of her mind. In as much as we know, she has not fully said what is packed in there in her chest, right? But she has actually dropped a little, and then Princess has actually grabbed it in words, because Princess have been saying that she has been feeling that vibe from her. And then it was still passed to Princess, and Princess was like, Uriel, you would have to tell me. Actually, she was supposed to, you know, prophesy something to somebody, but she had to use the opportunity to tell Uriel that you will have to tell me the reason why you said I am your least favorite. In as much as you see me as your least favorite, okay, I think I perceive that already, because the energy you gave me is actually showing it off already. But I think you need to explain to me why you said that, you know. So the housemates were like, oh, this is not why we are here right now, and they now moved on with the game. So right now we are expecting a conversation between Uriel and Princess, and if we don't have that conversation, that means Uriel would come for Princess whenever she's tipsy, and it is Saturday already. Let's see what will happen. Okay, then let's talk about that of after the game is over, Frodd and Mercy actually pulled Alex aside and was having a conversation with her. And I think I would say they actually to advise her in a way. And then the conversation ensued as thus. Frodd said, Alex, you know you're my person. I like you, blah, blah, blah. You know, he was just trying to use the sweet parts to, you know, say whatever he want to say. And he now said, but there is this thing you do that I don't know if you do it consciously or unconsciously, but you are always too forward, you know. Not like you are not going to be yourself, not like you're not going to, nobody's stopping you, nobody's trying to dim your shine. No, Alex, nobody have the right to dim your shine. You have to shine, okay, when required, but allow other people shine. Like, I don't know how to put it. They are just trying to tell her in a layman language that she is way too forward. She always do this. She want to be the only one talking, and let it just stand at it. You understand? So Frodd and Frodd and Mercy are trying to advise her, and then Alex was trying to bring it up, like they're trying to talk about Sisi, you know. And then Frodd and Mercy was like, now you see, you're bringing Sisi name to this. This is not all about Sisi, because they were trying to give her an instance on where she has overdo things, you know, and she wanted to like give an excuse, like trying to mention CC, tax time and all of that. They were like, no, it's not all about CC. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to bring it up and trying to put it on somebody, and then the netizens are not finding it funny. They are like, why is it that Alex is all about CC? You go to the diary room, CC. You sit up, CC. Anybody you just have conversation with, it is just all about CC. That they do not understand. Right now, people actually see, because of people have this picture of Sisi, that whenever you hear Sisi, you hear somebody that is rude. That is why it is actually going to her favor. But right now, they are not seeing it anymore, because Alex is actually the problem right here. So the netizens have been coming for Alex and saying a lot, you know, that she should just let Sisi be, you know, that it is just getting too much. Frodd and Mercy is trying to advise you here, instead of to pick up the advice, and you're here now trying to put it on Sisi yet again, you know. I actually did like how Mercy and Frodd confront her. They do not say it at her back alone, you understand? They actually spoke to her and tell her to actually adjust in that aspect, if that she will. Now, my question is, do you think Alex carries Sisi for her the way netizens are actually coming for her? Let me know in the comment section. As VHQ said, Alex's dominance is her personality. It isn't her strategy. That's just who she is. But I understand what Fraud and Mercy is saying. It may come off overbearing, exactly. I also feel Alex has this personality, this hyper personality, whereby she always want to dominate. Like she always want to be at the forefront. You understand? She want to be the person saying this and doing that at the same time. And I think that is where the rift started with her and Cece from that first tax. Please feel free to let me know what you think about two of them. Okay, coming from Comrade, now they are telling her the truth. God is great. And then Renee Zion said, Fraud and Mercy spilling facts to Alice. Exactly. Girl is in everyone's face and in everyone's business when where she is not invited, always inserting herself. I love how Fraud and Mercy can see through this girl. Now the thing is, nobody is perfect. There is no individual without flaws, right? But for them to call her and tell her that this is where you are at fault, the best thing is for her to adjust. And I think there was a time Alice was not trying to be very careful. She's just adjusting to the lowest, and I was not liking it. Okay, Kai, God bless you, Fraud. They are advising you about your attitude and you're making it about Cece. Alex is obsessed, so obsessed with Cece, but her delusional fans won't see that. Thanks, Fraud and Mercy. Hope she listen. Now the problem with this kind of person of Alice, you see this advice they are giving her. As they have given her this advice, she will just be on a low. She will not even make herself noticeable. If you notice during this task that just that they just had, Alice did not really show herself because she's trying not to, she's just trying to walk on eggshell so she will not offend anybody. Can't Alex do without mentioning Cece? So Alex doesn't have any story to tell without Cece's name. People they advise you they call Cece. Waiting they do this Alex girl self. Then they give this Alex good advice. She don't finally find a way to make am about Cece. Now I think the rift about Alex and Cece is getting to her so much that she would always want to talk about her. Dear Alex, not everything is about you. Not everything should revolve around Cece. Mamba, they are telling things, listen, everything is not all about Cece. Alex, leave Cece alone. Even Mercy is telling her she doesn't have to relate it to Cece. Alex just can't hide her for the girl. Okay, friends like Mercy and Fraud, this advice they are giving Alex is 100%, and I love Mercy for being real with her. She told her to her face that she rolled her eyes at some point, even as at this last task they had, something actually transpired between Alex and kind of Cece, where she was actually making a point. That is why Mercy and Fraud had to call her to speak to her about it, that she's pushing this thing way too much. And if you see, Cece is some way more relaxed and chill. She just don't want to engage in all of this. You understand? Okay, I am just glad in 2018 I was not standing Cece or Alex. I called them out equally on their wrongs. But you see this year, Cece is purely innocent. Whatever Alex is trying to do, it is coming from a place of bitterness. It is sad and very ugly. So now you see all hands are actually pointing at Alex right now. Okay, so now some people are like, they are glad that people are seeing it from the neutral point of things. Now my question is, what do you think about Alex and Cece Brohaha? In all honesty, what did Cece collect from Alex? Toby. And the funny thing is Toby that has moved on, living his life, has a family right now. Is that one supposed to be a topic? Anyways, let me know what you feel about that. Coming from Kanaga Junior's brothers, Nnamdi, he said, but Angel will still come out and see all the said about her. That's sad, Sha. He's actually referring to Angel and Seyi apology and hugging off thingy. So what do you think about all of this we have just discussed right now? Kindly drop your own 2 cents in the comment section. Of course, when I gist, I'd like hear from Una too, because it did matter. Okay, your opinion didn't matter to me too. You get a point. I want to see how you see and relate to what is happening with this housemate. So what do you think? First off, with Angel and this Shay thingy and this Mercy and Venita. Definitely, I know Mercy and Venita would not really be that cool outside of the house, except they just want to, wave it off. But I know it will not be that solid, then. And then this Alex and Cece, which is the men deal, do you think truly Alex is carrying this thing on her head way too much? Let's talk in the comment section, babies. I will see you guys later, and make sure you don't blink on this channel, okay? Bye-bye. See you later. Do not forget, I love you. Because if I don't love you, waiting again. Chop kiss abeg.